Locals digging through the rubble of a residential building in Deir al-Balah. It was levelled by an Israeli airstrike. In all, 3 residential buildings and a mosque were hit. Palestinian medical sources say more than 30 people were killed, including women and children. On Monday, more displaced Palestinians were on the move. This material was released by the Palestinian Red Crescent Society and shows families leaving the Al-Amal hospital in Khan Younis to head further south as the fighting gets ever closer. There are now fears Israel's offensive is about to move towards Rafah at the very southern end of the Gaza Strip. For weeks it has been filling up with civilians. Over half the enclave's population is now sheltering there. There is nowhere else for civilians to shelter.
In recent days, thousands of Palestinians have continued to flee to the south, which is already hosting over half the Gaza's population of some 2.3 million people. Most are living in makeshift structures, tents, or out in the open. Rafah is a pressure cooker of despair, and we fear for what comes next.
Some aid trucks crossed from Egypt on Monday, but nowhere near enough to satisfy demand. At this feeding station in Rafah, there is rice and lentils, but little else. Those living off it hear talk of a ceasefire and hope it will allow them to go home and for life to improve.
We live every day hoping for a ceasefire, but there is neither a return nor a ceasefire. Every day is worse than the day before. Our children need things that we cannot secure for them, like we did before.
No place in Gaza is entirely safe, but Rafah has been safer than most. But unless there is a ceasefire, that may not be true for much longer. Simon McGregor-Wood, TRT World.